The force is strong for lovers of cars at this and comics at this pop-up happening down in Modesto.
Good Day's own Lord of the Sith, Big Al, is in Modesto to tell us more.
Hey now, listen. I should say, hey now. Hey, it's Darth Alvin right here. Listen, we are having a great time in Modesto. The Graffiti USA Museum, they got the cars out front, and they have all the great pop everything. It's everything culture here inside for Graffiti-Con. And I got the guys that's giving me the guided tour here. It's Smitta and Duggery. How you guys doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. And tell me about this, because they're full effect. Everything's in full effect. People out there right now, they're checking out all kinds of pop culture stuff right now.
Oh yeah, and it's one of those things, especially in Modesto. Cars are part of pop culture, not just in TV, but just the shape of them. I mean, the Corvette was these Coke bottle, body style.
Yeah.
They're robots, but records, music, art, it's all part of pop culture and growing up. So this was one of the important things about kind of bringing them together, making it that intersection. And so, doing these kind of events, Duggery's worked with, StockCon, does a geek fashion show, he does a bunch of other events. So kind of bringing all these things together to bring it to Modesto, in a town that doesn't have it. Stockton has them, Sacramento has them, it's the Bay Area, but Modesto doesn't have its own con.
And now it does.
And so,
out there on the map, they're making it happen. So Doug, tell me about how the response has been. I mean, obviously I can tell in the first 8 seconds, things are looking good, but
yes,
just in general, when you're bringing in this whole movement into Modesto, how cool, how big has the response been?
It's been really good. On social media, it's been taking off. I mean, I think we offer something unique. Like Mitta said, we're the first show to combine cars, classic Americana, and comics and toys. So I think the response has been from a whole bunch of different factions of fandom.
And I love the fact that it's everybody of all ages, whether they're car enthusiasts, like you said, or folks just like, wow, oh, that's a Star Wars droid, or comic books, or dressed up in cosplay like we saw earlier. Everybody's really getting into the whole thing.
Exactly. I mean, that's how we got you involved, right? You were a big fan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? All you told me was Star Wars droids, and I was here, so it's all good. So, Mitta, man, tell me, there's a lot of people that's on display right here as well.
Well, if we go over there, we have some special guests. We got Mark Dodson, who's done the voice of Salacious B. Crumb, was a voice actor for Gremlins and Gremlins 2. Nice. As you've met him and I think interviewed Cooley Jackson over there. Reagan 2, taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk. We have a comic artist who worked for DC, Image, pretty much all the majors, Marvel. Robert Love. We have Dan Burton and Chris Marinan out here. We have musicians like Andrew Goldfarb, the Slow Poisoner, Kepi Gooley from Groovy Ghoulies and Chicks Dig It, Aaron Carnes from Omnigon and Narboots, and he wrote a best-selling book called The Difference of Ska. Oh yeah, and then we have tons of vendors that are selling. Really, if you like things, just you like things. Come on down. If it's art, if it's records, if it's movies, if it's posters, if it's pop figures, there's going to be something. If you want some original art, there's original art here. So. And thousands and thousands, probably tons of comic books as well. So a little bit of everything.
Everything's here. So what has been the biggest item that people have bought, that someone has bought at your events?
Oh, I mean, that's one of those things I don't know. I couldn't even say, because there's so many variations. That's the thing. But I will say that, and we had them at the backdrop. These robots here, I was excited that these showed up today. These weren't here this morning. They came in this morning, and we didn't know if they were going to be here. Also here at the museum, as you said, there's tons of classic cars at the museum, but they have the Foster and Foster 67 Belvedere.
Yes.
And the chickens from the famous Foster Farms ad.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Now listen.
Who needs a California raisins?
You know what? Everything is here, and it's here in Modesto. This is what it is, Graffiti-Con. Come down to the museum and check everything out. Whatever you want, just about anything you want is here. It's fantastic. And what time is everything in today?
It ends at 5 p.m. today. Kids under 10 are free, and it's $5 at the door.
Oh, there it is. I'm telling you, Tina, Jordan, I mean, I'm about ready to break out the credit card. There's so many great collectibles here. I'm all about it. Back over to you guys.
Nice. Al, I was always out there shopping or trying to look for something, right?